So personally, I think there are 5 things that make a great phone: screen, software, hardware, camera, and battery. If these 5 things work great, then you probably have a great device, or at least a really good one. And of these 5 things, there's only one you can control to improve your experience. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to optimize the battery life on your iPhone. The first thing we're going to talk about is the most obvious part of the phone, which is the screen itself. Unlike before where you had keypads and all that, these days our entire devices are basically just screen. When you're outdoors or in really bright rooms, of course your screen brightness needs to be high to see your screen properly. However, when you are in dim areas or dark rooms, your screen brightness shouldn't be all the way up. Make sure you reduce your screen brightness to save battery. Newer iPhones starting from the iPhone 10, inappropriately called iPhone X, up till the latest iPhone 14 lineup have OLED displays. And this means that when you have darker images showing on the screen, you save battery. If you have light theme currently set on your iPhone, I advise you go into settings and change it to dark mode, and also use a darker wallpaper. This will save you battery. Whenever you're running out of juice or know it's going to be a while before you charge your phone, go into battery in settings and turn on low power mode. What this does is that it stops background activities that are not vital to your phone running, like fetching mails, so that you have enough juice or as much juice until you get to a charger. It's also a good idea to turn on battery percentage so you know exactly where your battery is at all times, so you can control it better. Next, the auto lock feature, which basically means when you drop your phone, how long it takes for the screen to turn off. I usually have mine set to 30 seconds, but if you find that too short or too annoying, you can set it longer. But I advise you don't go over 1 minute to save battery life, and also you want your phone to lock quickly for security purposes. So this is Apple's new always on display, which basically means when you lock your device, you can still see some information. The problem with this is that it drains a lot of battery. And from my own personal testing, I found that battery life drains quicker during normal usage when always on display is turned on. Even when your phone is not in standby mode and you are just using your phone, it drains quicker. And since you've already come this far into the video, why not subscribe? It's a great idea, take my word for it. While this next tip is to reduce the mobile data consumption of your device, as I showed in a recent video, it can also help you reduce your battery consumption. Go into general in settings and turn off background app refresh for apps you don't need refreshing in the background. Now what does this mean? When you open an app, it moves from its background state to its foreground state. Don't turn off background app refresh for instant messaging apps like WhatsApp and iMessage, because what this means is that you won't get messages or notifications from any of these apps until you open them, so you might miss something important. The next tip is you want to go through your phone and delete apps that you are not using. Many times people download apps, they don't use them and they just leave them on their phone. Normally this is not a problem. However, there are some apps that even when you never open them, you don't actively use them, they are in your background, draining battery. Location services is one of the things that drains battery life the most on any phone, and I can't just advise you to turn it off because a lot of apps use it. Ride-hailing apps like Uber used to know exactly where to pick you up. Food delivery services need it to know where to deliver your food. Whenever you see that arrow pointing northeast at the top left corner of your phone, it means location service is currently active. So you can pull down your notification bar, see what app is using it, and if you are not actively using that app, swipe it away to save battery. And if you're enjoying this video so far, why not smash that like button so more people get to see it? Now let's get back to the video. The next tip are your wireless radios. If you're not using Bluetooth, turn it off. If you're not using Wi-Fi, turn it off. Something else I do when I'm on Wi-Fi, which is basically all the time, I go into voice and data in settings and set the slowest possible internet speed there. Depending on the mobile operator, it could be 2G, 3G, 4G, or maybe even 5G, even though I've never seen that. This is because when already connected to Wi-Fi, your device should not keep searching for the fastest possible mobile data frequency. It should just stay on the slowest possible frequency, which is usually the more available one. Say for instance, 3G is more available than 4G and 4G is more available than 5G in most places. Before I end the video, here are some other tips that will help you improve the lifespan of your battery life, especially if you plan to use your device for many years. Avoid charging your phone overnight as much as possible. Yes, recent devices have safety measures put in place to avoid overcharging or something breaking your device. However, if you can afford to not charge overnight, don't. As much as possible, avoid using your phone while it is charging. Don't drain the battery while it's trying to charge. Either use the phone or leave it to charge. Go outside and touch grass. Always use the recommended original OEM charger, preferably the one that comes in the box. But these days that phones don't come with chargers anymore, I'm going to leave my affiliate links in the description and the pinned comment. If you buy from this link, I'm going to get a small commission, but you don't pay any extra. It's just a good way to support the channel. And finally, last but not the least, always make sure you have the latest software installed on your device. So anyways guys, that's been the video. I hope you learned something new. I hope you learned how to optimize your phone so you can pass it down to your great-grandchildren. If you like this video, please smash that thumbs up button. If you loved it, please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.